been exiled to that end of the table.
Call the June meeting of the Sister Cities Commission to order. We do have a quorum. Madam Secretary, have you taken the roll?
I have.
The agenda was emailed to you. Any additions or changes to it?
I move we adopt the agenda as presented.
I'll second that.
We have a motion to approve the agenda. Is there any discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. You also were emailed the minutes of our May meeting. Is there any additions or corrections to those?
I move that we accept the minutes as printed.
I will second that.
We have a motion and a second to approve the May 5th meeting minutes. Any discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. We have the financial report that was also in your packet. You will note that it shows the $241 donation for working at the Legion that is included on this one, and the only expenses so far this year have been the recognition banquet, so we're gained a little bit. Is there any discussion or any corrections to the financial statement? A motion would be in order to approve.
I move that we accept the financial report.
I'll second that.
Motion's made and seconded to approve the financial report. Any discussion? Not all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion, opposed, motion carried. We go on to unfinished business. We have the review here of the Hancios Exchange Program. As most of you know, Elena is coming next Monday. Vicki are picking her up at the airport. The flight is due in, I think, at 12:15, and they're going to return to New Ulm and then hook up at Bob Webb's house, where she will be spending the rest of the month of June. And on Tuesday morning, I will be picking her up and taking her out to Jensen Motors and sign the lease for the car, and Conrad Trapp is going to join us out there, and then he's going to take her around New Ulm and show her basically the kind of the driving rules and some sites where things are, the schools and
The
things.
6 blocks of one-way street.
Yeah. That sort of stuff. And Con, will you make sure and drive her by Cashwise so that she'll know where the brat stand is? We're going to give her some time off to come out there if she brings a dirndl, and it'd be kind of cool. And then she'd know where to park and where it is. And that'll be great. That's not really any kind of an action item. We did approve having the party on June 17th, and it's going to be 6 o'clock at the Kegel Club. The extra week that we know is because of the fact we're doing the brat stand. It'd be a pretty full day to work all day and then wrap up and be out to the Kegel.
What time is that?
6 p.m.
6 p.m.?
And I booked for 40 people. Does anybody know if that's right?
I'd probably go a little higher than that, isn't it?
Should we?
I think when I've done it, I've always done at least 50 or so.
All right. So I told her I would ask you tonight, and then I would call her back. All right. So I should book for 50,
Yeah.
not a problem.
And we should bring something?
Yes, please.
And Lauren Luffy was here for the Lagerlof, and I invited her and her mother and her grandmother, so we'll see. She was thinking she may come down and do that day-long tour with George Glotzbach and then stay for the evening party. So we'll see. She had a great time at the race. She came in the top third in the long race, the 12K. That was a nice time. There is one change for Elena. As we communicated with her on what we had talked about last meeting of having her boyfriend come in the end of August, she really gave us a little bit of pushback on that. What's the point? She's going to be going home, and she was requesting that we could do it sometime in July, sort of halfway through. I spoke with Jack, and he said there is a precedent, has been done before, and so we couldn't wait for another meeting, and so Lisa and I just simply had to email her back and say that we'll go along with that program. I'll just give her the week off from the newspaper, and everything should be good. Services are okay with it. That's where she's staying. So everybody that's involved got in the loop on it. She sent both Lisa and I a very nice email back that, she's so happy, and she just was pleased with it, and so that's what we did. There's no action under any of that business, so we'll go on to new business. The Hansios Exchange is Lauren Luffy. His tentative arrival in Germany is in September. She's still working out the dates to be exact. I haven't bought the airline tickets yet, but it's generally going to be September, October, and November.
Is that how you spell it? Is that how you say it? That's how you spell it?
What?
The name?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Well, Lauren, when you're looking at that, where you say Luffy?
Laffy?
Yeah, but I think it's Luffy. I think it's L-U.
Oh, okay, I was just curious.
That's a typo.
L-U, okay.
Sure. Okay, we just talked about the 7B is really redundant with 6A. One thing we were told, or Lisa received an email, that if we send the City of New Ulm flag to somewhere in California, they will fly it at the International Sister Cities Convention. I can't remember what city it's in. The mayor does have one, and so it would be appropriate to approve.
Is it like the only one we have?
I don't think so.
Okay.
So a motion to send it would be in order if you agree.
I will make that motion.
Second?
A motion and a second to send the New Ulm flag to the site of the International Sister Cities Convention to be flown sometime this fall. Is there any discussion?
As long as it's not the only one we have and end up sending the mayor's flag to California, never
No.
to be seen again.
He took it out of a plastic bag to show
Oh,
it to me
okay.
that was sealed.
Mr. Chairman, will we be charged for that? They normally charge for,
Yeah, there might be.
okay, just so we're aware there's
Yeah.
a charge.
Did you say it was a convention?
Yeah, International Sister Cities Convention. Is there any discussion, any more discussion? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. 7D is a request from Carol Steinhaus. They're going to be the Minnesota Music Hall of Fame is going to be hosting a North Star Boys Choir from Elk River on Thursday, June 19th. And they're looking for host families for just overnight. You would get the boys, I think 2 per house, after the concert, and then they would stay overnight. In the morning, a light breakfast, and then they get on their bus and they leave again. So it's really just an overnight place to sleep, shower, and a light breakfast. And Carol Steinhaus is the person to contact if you're willing to do it or know any other people that have hosted that might like to do that sort of thing. Again, it's June 19th. The concert's at 7 o'clock, so probably somewhere around 8:30 or 9 o'clock. They would be available, and then just bed down and check.
She spoke with me, and I do believe there's also a group coming from Germany they need hosts for with this group.
Yes.
Yeah, so there's
I know
some
that, too.
Germans, because I've already signed up for 4. And,
Oh, that's right, she said you could take 4.
yeah, I've got 4 supposedly from Germany.
Okay.
And I've had them before from the cities. They're a good bunch of boys. I've kept them before. They're a great bunch of kids, and they're just very polite, very well behaved. They get rules from their bosses how to behave and so forth in your house. And so, but I've enjoyed having them.
Good.
I think she said also that they range from age 9 to 13. So that's the age range. Because she contacted me
They've
too.
normally come at Christmas. They've usually had to come at Christmas most of the time. So this is the first time I know of them coming in the summer. They've normally come around Christmas and given concerts then. So,
Well, this will be at German Park, at 7 o'clock on Thursday, the 19th of June. So just I told her I would, get the word out and contact her. A lot of times she's at Turner Hall. She does a lot of volunteering there if she's not at home. Finally, the last thing is a reminder of the brat stand next week on Wednesday and Thursday. I had Lisa attach a schedule to it, and I printed a dozen out. They're sitting on top of the TV over there if you want to take any home as a reminder. But we have all the shifts filled that we need. And Brad Johannes promised me he's going to be buying a new grill this week. We used it over the weekend for the Masonic Lodge, and it's down to just 1/4 of it was working. It was a tedious process, and so we'll get it, he said. So that should be nice. Is there anything else we need to talk about as far as that brat stand? Jack's working on a banner that we can put on the front of it. and Terry is going to be doing the setup. And I'm going to see if one of my friends in the Masons has got like a dinner fly thing that sets up, you can put over those picnic tables, so it's not so hot when people are sitting on it. It doesn't need any stakes or anything, any support. It's self-supporting. It kind of accordion folds up with a top.
Does Terry know, where the placards are and all that? Is that still with John? Or whoever it was that had it, Ron? Remember we had,
I think Ron Schmitz is.
he still has them. Okay, so you have to contact Ron Schmitz for the placards and everything else that he had for that. Was stored at his house.
I will take care of, Terry, I'll take care of doing that. And somehow get him to you, or put him out there and let you know, or,
Either that or Ron can bring him out there the day we open up to.
sure.
Will he have time that day, you think?
Oh, yeah, I would think so. Well, no, that's right, he's golfing.
Yeah. Okay, if there's no other business, a motion to adjourn would be in order?
So moved.
Bruce, can I just?
Oh, yes,
Just
Nikki.
a little sideline. I just talked to Bob Webb the other night, and he was saying that services are going over to Germany, and, you know, they hosted a ton of people. And they're gonna have a little party at their hotel for all these different different exchange kids.
Yeah, I think they're hooking up with around a half a dozen of them.
Yeah, at
but-
least.
In Germany?
Yeah,
I think it was even more than that they were getting together with. Yeah,
yeah, it's gonna be, we're gonna have a good time. That's-
yeah, they'll have a good time. Here, they have a good time.
Thank you, Vicki. Motion to adjourn?
Made.
Is there a
Second.
Motion to adjourn. All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed?
Fast time.
Meeting adjourned.